Joey J. Ping here, checking in, Respect My Region, Buddies brand. Here to talk about a real quick summary, my Hall of Flowers 2021 Palm Springs recap. Let me go ahead and light the joint, get started, get the right mind state going. All right, here we go. All right, you guys, so Palm Springs Hall of Flowers, it's a wrap, officially complete. A couple quick observations. Really great event. Only couple things to really take away from that were negative. A lot of great positives to take away from as well. So first things first, Hall of Flowers Palm Springs, hosted in Palm Springs across from a Holiday Inn Express, gas station, parking, restaurants. It was pretty cool. It was the Vault Dispensary, consumption lounge right across the way. Lots of cool stuff going on in terms of like the venue and the area and things like that. Venue was outdoors, it was indoors, Burlington Coat Factory kind of building inside, a custom outdoor like loungy area with booths and experiences and food and stuff outside of the Burlington Coat, like in the parking lot area basically, all fenced in. Now I guess I will start with some of the positives first. I really liked the inside of the exhibition halls. I liked that there was just two sides, A and B. I like that there was a middle area. I needed more areas to stand at a table and be able to talk to someone, or stand there and be able to roll up some weed to go outside. We needed standing lounge, standing like coffee tables. That's for sure. We needed areas to congregate, to stand and network in, and we needed that done inside. Outside, I really liked how the brands were all in this like horseshoe center area. Really solid experiences. I didn't like how PAX was kind of off by themselves. I know they're usually kind of off, over in their own little area, but someone's got to tell them they got to be next to all the other cool brands, so that way they get just some more cool factor. Like PAX, I need you guys to do cooler stuff. You guys got to be next to the cool brands. You can't be all by yourself in between the food stuff just for some classic like visual impressions or thinking you're gonna catch people. Like, you got to be next to the cool brands. You got to be next to your partners. That's just got to happen. So quick little summary and takeaway on that. The couple quick things. Didn't really get to eat the entire time I was at Hall of Flowers. Part of it is just human error, not thinking that I would get time to go stand in line at a food truck and be able to eat while I was on site, and that just wasn't the reality. Not enough food trucks. Rumors that the food trucks ran out of food. Lines were 40 plus minutes long. It's just, so logistically, you've got to figure out how to get people to be able to spend less time wasting their time and more time business moves and orders and deals. I had a lot of great conversations, orders, verbally placed on site, but with buyers just kind of on the run the whole time, just not a lot of great quality time being able to spend with them. Now, levels of quality are relative. Obviously, getting to see them, quality, getting, a couple conversations, getting to smoke with them. But most of the time they were on the run. And if the culture of Hall of Flowers was more conducive to just a slower pace, not so much speed, get it in, then it just would have been different. So standing lounge tables in the center area would have been great, like a bunch of them in the corner areas, places where people could do it, like Nabis could have had standing lounges areas out there. There could have been stuff like right outside on the blacktop. Just more places for people to network, congregate at, besides just standing somewhere and then having their bag of stuff in their hand. That would have been great. Another great idea is we need lockers. Hall of Flowers desperately needs lockers. You guys need to hire a company to bring in lockers, or create a company, create a locker business, and you guys need to start renting out lockers, Amazon style, so people can put their stuff in it. Again, we cannot have people getting all these free samples and then leaving the event to go put it in their car or their hotel because they don't want to carry it. We have to provide solutions. Lockers is absolutely a requirement. I cannot tell you how many buyers or homies or people had their bags filled early in the day, and then they had to go take it and put it somewhere because they didn't want to carry it. We need to provide somewhere to house the stuff. A couple other quick takeaways. It just wasn't blatantly clear about the Wi-Fi situation on site, so it's like any kind of more signage for that would have been huge. It was pretty hard to find the restrooms, and it was also hard to find the dispensaries. So more signage, more information available. I'm just a big fan of over communicating these days, so that way you have less complaints overall. So in my opinion, it just makes a lot more sense to have more signage, have to make the dispensaries easier to find to pick up our samples. So we want to decrease the time it takes to get samples. We want to decrease the amount of time that you're spent standing somewhere where you can't like comfortably talk with people or show people things. We want to increase the probability of orders being placed by providing locations where people can talk and congregate and potentially take and place orders, besides just at the booth where it's busy. For the weather, obviously, something you can't control, but Palm Springs weather totally played a factor into this. LA people don't really do well with the cold. Like, they quite literally stay inside. They don't drive places. It's weird. So with that said, if you're gonna have a Hall of Flowers event and you're gonna do it in December, it rained. So now you have physical proof that this date is going to impact and have a negative impact on your brand sponsors that are outside. I know for a fact people were trying to close down and come inside and hang out and get away from the rain. Imagine spending $25, $30, $40, $50,000. It rains on all your fancy stuff and you're forced to go inside and change your whole plan. It's just not something that is conducive to really like a majorly successful operation. So I gotta say that, shade, places to get away from the sun, places to get covered by the rain, having a backup plan. I mean, the weather was the weather. We knew this going into it. So we've just got to be a little bit more strategic, better at planning, and improve the risk factor. Like we've got to decrease the amount of risk that people spend wasting their time at Hall of Flowers. You can't spend 40 minutes to an hour doing that. Where's the snacks? It's an $800 ticket to be here, $1,000 ticket to be here. Where's just a food table? Why are there only why is the water, where's the bottles of water ready to go branded Hall of Flowers? Why are we spending time filling up cups? So it's just interesting that when you think about the amount of money and time that goes into this, the amount of money that the brands spend on this, how can we really maximize the value that they're getting? I understand that they're already getting a lot of value, but over delivering, over communicating, making sure that the value is done every time. I have met brands that spent money with Hall of Flowers and then have never wanted to do it again. And to mitigate that would be huge. To decrease that would be huge. I'm a big believer of Hall of Flowers. I'm a big fan of Hall of Flowers. It's changed my life in every show changes my life and puts me in a whole new echelon of networking, net worth. And I feel like this one, once again, was great. Little bit lax on the security side of things, a little bit lax on, I guess, the sample stuff. It kind of felt like this year. Maybe it was just because Santa Rosa is just so astronomically different, but yeah, just a couple quick key points and takeaways. I'd really would like to see standing lounges for more congregating areas, the food situation, more food, and free water bottles, so that way we can walk around not having cups and stuff in our hand. People were leaving cups all over the place. There's just some of these key details gotta really tighten up. Hall of Flowers, appreciate you guys. I got a lot of love and respect for y'all. If y'all ever need any help, assistance, guidance, feedback, whatever it is, obviously you guys talk to the rest of the brands, but this is the real deal Holyfield, man. On the floor the whole time for 2 days, bouncing around, not a lot of areas to chill and do work at. Wi-Fi wasn't overly communicated. Signage for restrooms and dispensaries wasn't overly communicated. Countless buyers just not sure where to go, not sure what to do with the tickets. For the third or fourth Hall of Flowers in a row with these tickets, and people still don't know what to do with them, and that comes down to communication. Is Hall of Flowers, are the brands that are participating, are we all doing enough to let the buyers know ahead of time where to go, what to do, where to and respect for Hall of Flowers. This is just a quick summary recap. Great 2 days, nothing but respect and love for the whole team, man. Beautiful show. I'm from Seattle, so I could care less about the weather and the rain. I threw a hoodie on, a jacket on, I was straight. Man, again, a lot of love. Shout out to Buddy's brand. We killed it, as always.